Today we're going to make 7/8 groove. So what I was doing there is I was playing a measure of 7/4, and I was repeating the basic idea over and over and over. And I'll get to that in just a minute. I'm going to break that beat down real simply in just a minute. What I'd like to talk about is playing a groove like that in 7/4 over a kind of a jagged guitar riff that's in 7/8. Now, the reason you want to do this is because you want to make the jagged 7/8 sound smooth so you can keep people dancing. 7/8, while interesting to you and me as musicians, typically isn't interesting to our girlfriends. So it's hard to get them to go to the shows. So if you can make 7 danceable, maybe you can drag them along. So let me demonstrate. When you're playing in 7 and you have that steady quarter note, what happens is every time you come to the 1, you have to cut it an 1/8 note short, right? So what happens is you end up getting this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Well, if you play 7/4, you count those 1/8 notes as 1 and 2 and so on. And so when you come back to the 1, it's not you don't have to cut anything short. Watch this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and. Okay? Now, obviously, in a measure of 7/4, there are 14 1/8 notes: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and. In 2 measures of 7/8, there are 14 1/8 notes: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? So you will match up every other measure. So let me demonstrate the guitar riff that I'm talking about. It can be anything that's in 7. What you'll notice is that on the 1 of each measure, I will accent the A there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? So if you have something like that, but you want to try to make it not sound so crazy and jagged and so prog rock, not that there's anything wrong with that, what you can do is you can play 7/4 over it, therefore kind of spacing the notes out and making it groove a little bit more. Okay, so let me break down this beat. Our right hand for now is just going to play steady 1/8 notes: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and. Okay, we're in 7/4, so once you get to the end of 7, you start back over at 1. On the 1, you're going to have a bass drum. 1. Okay, on the 2, you have a snare drum. It sounds like this: 1 and 2. Okay, the next note is a bass drum, and it'll be on the end of 3. So from the 1 to the end of 3 sounds like this: and. Okay, then we have a snare drum on the end of 4. That'll sound like this: 1 and 4. Then we'll have a bass drum on the end of 5, and also a bass drum on the 6. So it'll be and 6. So from the 1 to the 6: 1 and 4, 5 and 6. Okay, then our last snare drum falls on the 7. Okay, here's this. The whole thing sounds like up to the 7. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? So now I'll just play from the 1 and play all the way back down, back around to the 1 again. Sounds like this. 1, Okay, let me play it a couple times while counting it. Sounds like this. 4, 1, 7, 4, 5, 7, 1. Okay, so you speed the basic pattern up and it'll sound like this. Okay, so that's the basic idea. And what we'll do next time is I'll show you how I add in the extra notes and get it to groove even a little bit more. So I'll see you then.